Quite a singer, we
No,
know.
no. I don't think so. Kidding.
Bună seara, oameni buni, salutări prieteni, ne-am întors de la arenele BNR, suntem în a 6-a zi de concurs și cred că e o zi foarte fericită pentru mulți dintre voi. Pati își continuă povestea asta remarcabilă și s-a calificat în finală. Aici e un baz foarte special în arenă cu ocazia asta. Noi avem un personaj pe care foarte mulți dintre voi îl știți și e un tip cunoscut cam în toată lumea. We're very glad to have you here, Mr. Kader.
Thank you for having me.
Cami, mulțumesc încă o dată că ești cu noi.
Mulțumesc.
So,
Mulțumesc. for-
mulțumesc.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
15,
Yeah,
15.
exactly.
Let's start with that. First time in Bucharest, how do you find the city, the tournament?
I came 15 years ago for the ATP tournaments. 15 years ago, so
Oh.
I think it changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And so far, no, having a good week. The weather is good. The city is beautiful. The lake, the rivers. No, I had a good time so far.
Romanian fans recognize you.
Some Romanian fans recognize me, which is no, it's super nice because they've been super nice with me and asking for pictures. Or no, they've always been very polite and it's really happily surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were looking at your biography, and you've started very, very young, at 15, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
Exactly. I played tennis. I started to play tennis when I was 9 years old, and I started officiating just for fun when I was 14, 15, just to help my club, my tennis club. They were looking for some umpires for the matches. So I went there. I did it, and believe it or not, it was fun. It was funny.
Nobody complained.
Nobody complained. I guess it was because you have when you're 14 years old, and at that time it was only adults playing. I was doing the matches with the adults. So I was 14. I was the one telling them that I'm right, So,
Yeah.
so that was
felt
maybe
good.
a cool. Exactly, that was a cool feeling to at that age to do that. So,
Yeah, when we're kids, we like to tell the adults they're wrong.
Exactly,
Yes.
especially the adults. So that's how it started. Then it's become more serious, and of course we have some exams. You have struggled a lot. It's a long process.
It's a long
And
process.
did you find very early that you have the qualities to become an umpire? What did you like?
Well, the thing is that I think each umpire has his own story. Mine is because I was with my family. We don't have a lot of money, so I did that just for fun. That was making my money to also to pay for my racket or stuff like that, and then then you see that there is something serious going on, that there's a lot of tournament around, so we try to go around my region first, and then I work a lot with the French Federation. That's the French Federation. In France, we have a big federation for the officiating,
we
so
know.
they help a lot. They help us a lot. A lot of formation. So that's where it starts.
So it all happened very quickly.
My first, I started when I was 14. My first French Open was in '92, so I was 16 as a land umpire.
Just
Yeah,
2
also,
years experience and
exactly.
the
Just to
French
be on the
Open.
line, exactly. Just to
Yeah.
be on the line, but yes. So that was a good. I mean, that was a good feeling. That was very nice for me to go there. Especially, I'm coming from a little town, Perpignan. And
southern
it was
France.
yeah, exactly. So it was a nice dream for me to come true. Actually, to be there with the top players was very good. So yes, so I start like that, and I keep going, and here I am with you now.
Talking about your long
And-
career. So
Exactly.
what do you think are the most important qualities that an umpire, a tennis umpire, needs to have?
Well, actually, it's of course it's to see the ball. That helps a lot.
So good eyesight.
Exactly, that helps a lot. But I don't think it's. I mean, it's one of the top things to have.
Yeah.
But I think communication is one of the
Yeah.
one of the most as well, because if you can see the ball super well but you cannot sell the call, it won't help you. But if you don't see the ball very well but you can sell the call, that can help you. So it's a mix of those two things. I think.
And you have to be very diplomatic
You have
sometimes,
to be
and
very
you
diplomatic.
have
you
to have
need
a sense of humor sometimes.
Well, this is not an obligation, but that can help. I mean, the thing is just you need to take a lot of sometimes a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You need to hide a little bit all these things, because yes, we need to look really cool, even though sometimes you have hard times, so you still need to look quite zen and don't take things personally. Sometimes players can be angry at you, and it's part of the job. You take it. We deal with that. That's it.
And move on.
Exactly.
So you need a little bit of acting skills. They'll help you. you
Well,
can maintain a poker face under
exactly.
pressure.
No, for sure. No, for sure. It's a plus. It's a plus. If you have someone who get reds when you had a bad call, he's not gonna help you. You know. So
Yeah.
Doesn't look
so it's a plus.
What do you like the most about life on tour?
Uh,
And what do
no,
you
when-
dislike?
no,
What's the
think it's-
best and the worst?
when you start, what is funny, I mean, what is cool is to visit all those places, is to see. I remember when I was when I started, I was 20 years old, and you try to apply to tournaments. You know, you have to fill up application forms, and you see all those lists of tournaments in US, for example, and you say, oh, maybe one day we go there, you know, and you apply, you're not selected, and then one day you're selected. So you're happy to discover new places every year, and that's when you're young, when you're 22 years old, and you go all around the world. It's
Yeah, it sounds really
it's,
good.
it's a great chance, a great opportunity, and then yes, we like it. Now those days, the opposite is that because I have family, it's a bit complicated to go fun and traveling, you know. So, but it's part of the job. My wife and kids are they're not happy with that, but they manage to. So
understand.
they do understand. Yeah.
So traveling is the best and the worst.
Yeah,
Depending
yeah.
on
Exactly,
where you are in your
exactly,
career.
Exactly, yeah. It can sometimes can be a bit tough, but it's part of the job. So we deal with it.
And what about the changes? This profession, like the other ones, have changed quite a bit.
Yes,
with-
because
with,
now with
uh,
social media,
but
empires
no,
have
for
become
sure, no.
stars as well.
I mean,
you know?
I mean, stars. I don't know stars, but let's say that because you're on TV, people recognize you quite easily.
Exactly, and
So I won't say stars. I won't say that word, because first you need to like tennis to recognize those people,
Yeah.
and yes, with those social media, and it's a bit complicated sometimes, because you know it's
The pressure is bigger, maybe.
yeah, the pressure is bigger. You sometimes, you know, they post things that they, well, you don't need to. I mean, they don't need to be posted. Let's say like that. So yes, a bit more pressure, and we need to be more careful with that. So
yes, because you're always under scrutiny. You never know. I mean,
exactly, you never know who's watching. You never know. I mean, and then they're misunderstood as well. So
Yeah.
so if you don't control your image, it's a bit complicated.
but I mean, there's a good part. There's a good side to this. You have like little moments that are very nice, like during changeovers when. Okay, some.
I see where you're going.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
where she's going.
You've-
I can see where you're going.
Yeah. I mean, you have sung along to the music in
No,
changeovers, and that's nice, you know, to see for the fans, you know, a little bit of a
Yeah.
human moment.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. We're not machines. Yeah, we're not machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the way I am, and yes, and sometimes.
I guess during changeovers you also need to sort of relax and
exactly. Yeah. I mean,
regroup.
that's what I used to do. So, and before we don't have those cameras all around, so
Yeah.
you
yeah.
could do whatever you want. Those days, yes, those days is a bit more complicated. So I need to be careful now if I want to sing.
You need to relax.
If I want to do
Stretch your
karaoke,
legs.
If I want to do the karaoke, I need to be I need to be careful.
Okay, so you said that in order to be a good umpire, you need to pay attention to the emotion around the match. And I guess it depends on the match, because some matches are more intense, you know, like a Grand Slam final.
That's the
will-
tricky part, because sometimes when the match is easy, it's easy to lose the concentration. When the match is
Okay.
intense, you're more into it, because
Oh.
you
It's
need
quite
to be there,
interesting,
because
yeah,
you know
yeah.
you. But if the match is very easy, that's where sometimes that's where we need to be careful, because everything goes smooth, and you know, and maybe you're gonna think something else, and bim, that's where you're not ready to step in, and that's why sometimes mistake can happen.
But isn't it very tiring, because you have to be concentrated, let's say, for 4 hours or maybe more, and
You never
So-
know for how
no,
long.
exactly.
That's
No,
the thing.
you never know how long it's going to be the match, but you get used to. I mean, you've been doing this job. I mean, I've been doing this job, and everybody's doing that job. Did that job for a while, so we know where we go, and we get used to. So yes. So if you the match 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and sometimes match of 5 hours, you don't see the time pass, because I don't know, because so either the match 5 set, they always know. You have always people around. You have a lot of things to do, to deal with. So the time, you don't see the time pass.
I have a question for the tennis player and you. Have you ever found yourself thinking during a match, wow, this is a great, they're playing great. This is an awesome match. Do you do you ever pay attention to the tennis, like the level of play?
For sure. I think we all, we all human. I mean, I think we when we do that job, it's because we like tennis, we like to play, we like to see. So yes, if you have a match, a great match, you realize that there is a great match. But
so you're a little bit like a fan sometimes.
No, we're not a fan. But you're not. I mean, you're on the chair, you do your job, but then you still realize that that's a great point,
match happening,
or it's not a great point. It's you don't need to be a super special to you know what I mean. We are human, so
you can still enjoy the game for what it is, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If it's a game only with faults, I mean, you know what I mean? It's different. That's only winners. So yeah, well, I think we all the same. We all the same. Yeah.
More stressful for you because you have to watch the lines. They miss
No,
a lot.
for sure. No, for sure not.
Yeah.
You still, like I said, you enjoy the moment, you enjoy the match, and yes, it's.
Do you feel more relaxed now since hockey came into play? Before you've
more
also
relaxed. No, more relaxed. I would more. Sorry, every time I catch your questions. More relaxed. No, let's say
because you've also umpired without hockey,
exactly,
right?
yeah, we do, of course, because we don't have hockey in all courts.
Yeah.
But it helps everybody. It helps the players. Then the players can move on. They see, they don't argue anymore.
Yeah.
It helps us. Because either it shows that we're right. Most of the time, it shows that the line umpire or the chair umpire are right, and sometimes, and I think it helps TV. TV likes it. The people likes it. So it's a plus for everybody. Exactly.
Yeah. Any passions outside tennis? Do you follow
Any passion outside
other
tennis?
Sports? Do you watch other sports?
I watch a bit of football. When the big teams are playing, I listen music, and and I play tennis a little bit.
Oh, you're still playing?
A little bit. Sometimes I travel with my racket. Depends which tournament I'm going. but I don't come here with my racket though. But it depends where you go. Oh, when this way I'm not gonna play. I don't think so. But,
any memorable tennis matches that you've umpired?
Well, I do, but I keep those for myself. I keep those for myself. No, I think we all have, but usually we don't share this kind of news.
Oh, okay.
But any favorite tournaments, maybe?
Favorite
or
tournaments? No, well,
travel to.
usually favorites depends what you like. Sometimes now I get friends a bit everywhere, so I'm happy to go back to those
so
cities.
It depends. How many
to
friends
cities,
do you have?
but no, I like most of them, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to say one of, but yes, I like being in Paris. I like being in New York. I like being in Charleston. I like being, I like being in many places.
Citizen.
Yeah, exactly.
Global
Yeah, exactly. Even sometimes you have tournaments in mountains that are very nice too. So yes, it depends. It depends on you. On your feelings.
Please tell us more. We're reaching our deadline here. Tell us more about the gold badge and what you are supposed to do, because besides umpiring, refereeing, you have to do the grades for the other umpires, right?
Exactly. Yeah. What we do during a tournament is not only being on the chair. We also do some evaluations. And so in officiating, you have different badges, like you said. The top is gold, silver, bronze, and white. And as a gold, you're gonna see the silver working, you're gonna see the bronze working, and you're gonna help them. And we're gonna make evaluations, and yes, that's what we do. Also.
And this happens at the end of every tournament?
No, every tournament we do our matches and we watch other umpires. So this week I'm a bit more relaxed. I only do my matches, but most of the time I always have someone to watch and to give advice and to So yes, we're not only doing our matches and then it's done. And
Yeah, it's more complex than that.
no, it's
So you're a bit of a mentor to younger
exactly, yeah,
younger
yeah,
umpires.
exactly, yeah, we
because
do that too, yeah, we
you
do
need
that
to
too.
help them to
Exactly, yeah,
figure
we
out
watch them,
things.
we tell them what they can do better, you know. So that's what it's also our job.
So it's a complex job. It requires a lot of
for-
time.
No,
to,
it's a job that you need to do a lot of matches to get there. You need to get used to. You need to travel a lot. You need to be seen a lot. It's not an easy job, but I think we all manage to
From
do
the
it.
outside, it seems like a very, very beautiful job. One
It's
of the
not, no,
best.
it's not, it's not, no, it's not. Well, it is. I mean, we cannot complain. It is. I mean, you need to like it to do it. You know, when you travel.
unless you're umpiring a 6-hour match or something, you know.
No, even those ones
the
are
sun.
great. Even those ones are great most of the time. But you need to like it, and yes, you cannot leave your home for 20 weeks, 22 weeks if you don't like what you do. So yes, it's. I think it's like everybody.
Okay. Mr. Kader Nouni, it was a
It's
pleasure.
the end.
Yes,
And
thank you so much.
hopefully you'll have a great final tomorrow.
Maybe, hopefully. Let's
Maybe
see.
we'll see each other next year, who knows.
Yeah, who knows? Thank you for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much.
Mulțumesc.
Oh,
Plăcere.
Thank you.
mulțumim, luăm o scurtă pauză să vedem dacă vremea ne permite să mai avem invitați până diseară. Vă ținem la curent pe site. Pauză acum.